Hi friends, welcome to Cricket Caviar. What an exciting match and a thrilling end to this series because Karthik at one point especially when Sanju dropped that catch in the 19th over, I thought game England and we are going to go to Mumbai with 2-2. But luckily, Harshit Rana bowled a superb over and sealed the game for India and we are now have an unaccessible lead of 3-1 against England in this T20I series. What a game we had at Pune today, Karthik. Can you let's discuss more about it.
No, I think it had everything, didn't it? It had also some controversy, which I'm sure we'll get to with the concussion substitute.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, I think fantastic game for India overall. Uh,
Mhm.
this time the middle order was tested. We were, I think, 12 for 3 in the first innings. So all looked lost because not just being 3 wickets down, but I think in the power play we were somewhere around scoring around 7, 8 runs per over,
Yeah.
which
And this was the first time we were
is
also
not enough.
batting first today. So
Absolutely, absolutely. So there
I
was
think
going to be
England did
due.
make the right call because this looked like a pitch where chasing would be easier, especially with the dew coming in. So I don't think England did anything wrong there. Also, the start they had against India. So winning from 12 from 3 position, batting first was incredible.
No, I think it's an incredible win. I thought we were, despite all the heroics from our middle order, I still thought that this was going to be hard because we were a little under par,
Yeah,
at the break.
totally agree.
Given the due, given their batting lineup and the start that they had, I think they were going at 10 runs and over in the
Yeah,
power play.
62
So
in first power play.
Yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, I mean, I knew that our slower bowlers would be the key anyway, like they've been throughout the series. But given the due, I wasn't sure how effective they would be, to be honest. Um, Luckily, I think there wasn't too much due. Sometimes, the ball becomes like a soap bar, and then it doesn't matter who bowls.
Mhm.
So it wasn't that bad. I think there were some comments from Arsha Bogle about the curator saying that there was not, unplayable due. So that worked in our advantage. But yeah, going back to, I think, performances, I think Rinku Singh was promoted today because we were unusually 12 for 3.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, he played aggressively, but again, I think he played a decent innings. I expected a little bit more that he got set. I thought he would play a few more overs and probably, you know, make a match out of it for himself because he's due a few runs as well.
Yeah.
But man, I think Shivam Dube and Hardik Pandya, I think
Hmm. That
two
partnership.
guys who, yeah, they completely changed the game. And yeah, I'm happy there is at least internally in our group, there's been a little bit of discussion around Hardik's role and how he's not been doing well and so on. But
Yeah, today
I think
also
The
all
he
of
thing
those
started
is,
slow.
fears.
So he started asking questions, but the way he dominated after that was
actually,
unbelievable.
if frankly speaking, he himself would say that he was disappointed with his innings in the previous
In the
match.
last match, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
because he could have done exact similar thing in the last game and he could easily win it. But see, he saw that disappointment and see senior players. That's what we want them to do. Next game, he did the exact thing what everyone wanted, like rotating the strike and then going hard after 15th over. Uh, and England, man, there were two brain fades, man. One from Brook and the other one from Overton. Brook,
Mhm.
man, he just wanted to kill the game by taking on Varun, but it completely backfired. Seriously, he wanted to get a grip on him, but
Yeah, he
He,
had a Misbah ul Haq moment, I think.
Hmm.
I don't know what,
Yeah,
and
No,
these guys,
Brook should have taken this game England home because he was playing on 51, and finally in this match he got
and
that.
he already scored a boundary previous ball, and then he
Yeah,
wanted to
he
do
smashed
something.
Harshit Rana's like last three balls in that last
Hmm.
over, right?
yeah,
So
he smashed Harshit Rana for 18
at
runs
that
in one
time their
over.
run rate wasn't checked. They needed like 10 runs and
Yeah,
over, 9 runs and over.
not
So
even 10. I think
yeah,
when Brook got out, they needed less than 9.
yeah.
Hmm.
So,
And
and
Bethel has been very
yeah, that was crazy.
disappointing. He has not been able to get a move on.
Yeah, I
But
think
let's
that
start
Jacob
from the
Bethel,
beginning.
versus
I followed him.
Did you expect the
I
top order
followed
will fail
Jacob.
again? Because South Africa T20I's top order did not even let middle order bat. They were dominating. Here they're not batting. Every game is coming to the middle order.
Yeah, I
So
think I think it was a bit reckless from, particularly I'll give two names, Sanju Samson and Tilak Verma.
mm,
Uh, I think Sanju absolutely reckless, man. I mean, there's a trap being set for the last 4 games, and you're
mm,
bloody hitting into that same fielder
mm,
4 games is ridiculous. I mean, he can use the pace, he can play the hook shot instead of the pull shot,
mm,
he can take a single. If he has
mm.
no other option, just take a single and give Abhishek Sharma the strike, man.
Yeah.
Why do you have to take on everything yourself,
Mm,
Wait for your moment. Maybe a little bit judicious shot selection would have helped. Tilak Verma, I think just first ball brain fade.
mm,
I mean, first ball, I mean, there was no need.
mm,
Could have taken 2, 3 balls. He could have gotten the pace of the pitch. He's never faced Saqib Mahmood before. He doesn't
mm.
even know what he's like,
Yeah.
and he's just gone down the wicket. I mean,
actually he was doing the
and
exact same thing, Karthik, in the previous games. First ball, he was coming down the track, just that he wasn't connecting and it was just going to the fielder. And this
ah,
time,
Maybe our
this
batters got
time,
excited today
no,
that they are
no.
bowling,
See,
not
I'll
bowling
just tell
express
you
pace bowler today.
this whole intent merchant things I don't believe in, man. See,
Mm,
whichever format of cricket, you play the situation. Nobody is asking you to play slowly or asking you to play too fast. Today, we are criticizing Harry Brook for taking on Varun Chakravarti in a situation of the game where he didn't need to take him on,
hmm,
right? The same thing applies.
But for an
You
opener, I
got
think
12
it works,
runs.
Karthik. Like one opener can be just like intent-based player, like Adam Gilchrist in the past. Then we had Sehwag and now Abhishek. I think opener we can afford, but in the middle order, I do
No,
agree because middle order you're
I'm
getting
not
close to the result.
questioning. No, no. All I'm trying to tell you is, hey, our openers are going berserk. Sanju Samson has had the same dismissal, hasn't found a solution.
Hmm.
See, it's like I don't know how to get out of this trap, so I keep getting out to the trap. I mean that's just ridiculous. You're an opener, you can be whatever. You can always rotate strike. I'm getting 0 runs off that one ball, no? I
Hmm.
might as well get a single out that ball. So my whole point is yes, be very aggressive in the power play, no doubt about it. But needless first ball hikes are not necessary. I mean, Tilak Verma is such a good player. He can get the ball through the covers without having to knock the cover off the ball.
Hmm.
He can play orthodox shots to get runs. And he can play the odd big shot as well. I mean, England, you see, they didn't go berserk. They played to their strength in the power play. I mean, you look at the guy Ben Duckett. He
Still
has
salt.
practically one shot, the reverse sweep,
Hmm.
and he nails it. So, I mean, I don't believe in this intent merchant thing.
Hmm.
Even Hardik Pandya played 5 dot balls, and I know there are people in our group itching to go at him again. But great game awareness, I tell you. Already, Shivam Dube had taken Adil Rashid for runs. He already had taken him for runs. There was no need to go for another 6 or a 4 and get out. You block the over out, his spell is over. You've made 30 odd runs of his 4 overs. He was waiting to pick his bowler. He
Very
knew that
different though,
England
because
was.
Hardik Pandya used to go with all the top spinners. I've seen him smashing Zampa. I've seen him taken on the peak Shadab Khan when he was a very good spinner in the past.
So there
So
is a difference, Pratik. I think Adil Rashid, if you see this series, His speeds have been in the late 60s to the mid 70s.
Very
He
slow.
is
Yeah, slow.
bowling very, very slow. And when you have to generate the pace, especially off the back foot, and he's not bowling anything in the slot, okay? When you have to generate the pace, it is not easy to take him on. And the ball is turning. And he's a world-class bowler, no question. See, what Zampa does is he doesn't have this variation of pace. Where I think there's a difference. Zampa bowls 80 to 95 Ks pretty much. I think what Adil Rashid has done in this series is taken it way below even 70 at times and made it very difficult for batters
Intensity the
to use the
batsman and
pace.
making them make a mistake, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, and making them force the play, which is difficult off the back foot.
And his
So, and
googly
the
is
ball is
really
turning
good,
away.
actually. He clean bowled the, I forgot which batter today, but
Tilak
that
Verma.
googly was,
Tilak
yeah.
Verma in the last game.
Mm.
That was a beauty. So, I think Hardik completely read the situation correctly, even in the last game. Unfortunately, he couldn't make those big connections because, like no other Indian batsman could as well. I mean, in those
Mm.
conditions, let's be fair. Who made connection? Not really anybody. Once the ball got a little bit older, it was difficult for anybody to hit the ball.
Yeah,
So I think
let's just
Hardik tried
stick to the
even in,
current game. Yeah, again that shot,
yeah,
Hardik Pandya, that six he hit over long off was unbelievable. Like
wow,
that's it's such a hard shot in cricket, but he nailed it perfectly, and it's because of him
yeah,
and Shivam Dube's partnership we scored 190. Shivam Dube, Vishnu, you would say how lucky guy. He was not picked originally, come as a
yeah.
replacement for NKR, and now proved himself in the first match itself. I'm
I
kind
don't
of
know.
sad, man. Now he's going to
I
stay
think
around with the team for a while.
Gigi doesn't like him, man. If you see, wanted to fade him away since South Africa
Yeah,
series,
Yeah,
but then luckily he had to get in because there is
injury.
no other, medium pacer, a kind
All
of a
rounder.
like-to-like replacement
Hmm.
for NKR. And yeah, he took that chance, and now he has to be in the team now. Can't be dropped. And it
Yeah,
will be a fight between NKR and Dube. Now, who has a better IPL? He will be the one who will be going into that
definitely.
11 after that.
Yeah,
And
and
no,
both are below Hardik
I'll
Pandya in
just
the
make
bowling.
one
So
comment. I'll just make one comment. I think Dubé is horses for courses. We had no answer to Adil Rashid till now, and Dubé was our answer to Adil Rashid. Like Dubé was our answer to all those spinners in the T20 World Cup.
correct.
I
Yeah,
think he's a spin basher
yeah,
and he's a
definitely.
smart player. He has weaknesses against the quick bowling for sure. That's why he's not picked regularly. But in games in series like this where spinners are dominating and you don't have an answer, especially your right-handed batsmen don't have an answer against Adil Rashid. Man, he took him on. That six over mid wicket was
His
something else
specialty
in
is
the
that
first over.
planting that back leg and smashing on the leg
Oh my
side. Yeah,
God.
that's his.
This
He's
guy
really
hits
good.
it long, dude. I mean, I haven't
Yeah, yeah.
seen, I mean, who was the last batsman I've seen hit the ball so long? Probably Yusuf Pathan.
Hmm.
He reminds me a lot of
But
Yusuf
he's
Pathan.
more of a timing guy, though. But yeah, timing and power both. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
But England seriously messed this up, man. 190 was very much chaseable on this ground, and especially
Oh
after
yeah,
the
yeah.
start they've had.
182 by the way. We should have gotten to 190. It was
It's
only
England,
182.
Pratik. It's England. Can you expect them to win? Come on.
Let's let's talk about that substitute replacement we got today. So we got
Ah,
Harshit Rana coming in. He takes the ball second ball, and I noticed Kevin Peterson is so jealous in the commentary. He's like, "Is that the
Pratik,
right
I
thing
want
to
to I
do,
want to
Harsha?"
sledge you a little bit. So, are you shivering or not? First of all, you're a big England supporter,
I'm an
and
England
you know
Test
my
team fan, man. I don't care if they do well in T20 or ODI. They are the best Test cricketing side, and they'll show you in England this time.
Oh
no,
my
these
they've been
God! Come
horrible.
on,
They've been
come
horrible in
on!
the WTC,
No,
man.
They are the
no team
worst.
can no team can
They are
make
the worst
500 on
ever.
day one, and no team can chase 500 in Test cricket except England, and you will also have to
I,
accept this.
I don't really
And no
care.
one
They're
can
not
lose in
winning games.
Pakistan except England. No one can lose it in Pakistan.
How do we know? India is
Come
not poor
on.
to Pakistan. How do
No,
we
no.
know?
England has not beaten India in England the last series. It was 2-all.
England has not beaten anyone. They didn't even beat Australia.
England, I think, drew to West Indies. England
No,
drew
no,
to West
Yeah,
3-0,
Indies recently
they
in
had
3-0,
England.
3-0. They beat West Indies
no,
3-0.
no. Last tour they had
Last
drawn
over.
with West Indies, and they
1-1.
lost to Sri Lanka also this time. So
They won
yeah,
2-1.
most pathetic team is England,
But
without any
is
doubt.
there any other Test cricket team that can chase 500 or can make 500 on
Guys,
day one?
let's
No.
discuss about this game. Let's
Yeah.
discuss about this game. I think we're
How stupid this
going
Bethel guy
over.
Yeah,
is. Like the commentators keep praising him that he's the next star, he's the
On
next
Bethel,
star.
I would like to on Bethel, I'd like to comment. I think he is that typical English baby-faced guy that all the English commentators want to praise the shit out of. But to be honest, Bethel is a decent talent. He's not done anything so amazing. I've seen him play in New Zealand.
Yeah.
He's okay. He's okay. I don't see anything very special in him, to be honest.
More exciting are these new English fast bowlers actually, like Atkinson and then this guy Bryden Cars. In the batting
Bryden
wise,
Cars
mm,
looks like a unit, man.
yeah.
hmm,
Bryden
Bryden
Cars is
Cars
good.
एक साला
Yeah.
सांड है वो.
amazing.
Looks like a
Mm.
unit.
शिखर जितना फॉलो किया आज क्या लग रहा है मतलब did you expect that
No,
we'll
no. I
defend?
was just listening to you guys because I haven't followed the game a bit today because apparently I am being paid by my organization to be in the office on 31st and paying the salaries of people. So I had to do the dirty job, and this is in a while that I've missed an India game actually. But
Yeah,
you
cannot
know,
believe it.
I was heartbroken, Pratik, last evening. I mean, the after the because not because we lost a game, but more of because how we lost it. I couldn't make
Without fighting.
any I couldn't make a sense out of it. Like I couldn't like maybe like Karthik could make a he said that he could actually understand the approach, but I couldn't. So yeah, so obviously I was disappointed, and I really wanted to beat England because don't like my distaste for England is quite apparent for has been quite apparent since last I mean since the T20 World Cup they won after that. So I am very happy that we have won this series, and we should have won it 5-0. I hope we make it 4-1 in Mumbai. And yeah, amazing today. What I saw from the highlights, I mean, little bit 59 for 4. We were in a soup again, and terrific partnership between Dube and Pandya. And I mean, it's amazing how they turned around this tide. And England, I knew they were never going to chase, even though they had a great start. If there was any other side apart from England, if there was West Indies or Australia or even New Zealand, I would have said this was chaseable. But I once India hit 180, I knew England was never going to get chase this. So amazing comeback from the middle order. I think they played. I mean, you guys were already speaking about it, and yeah, man, amazing. But definitely disappointed. Our top order is not. But again, I'll say that it's good because I won't say they are playing reckless cricket. I won't say that because I think power play is such an important phase. I think you need to assert some kind of domination over there. So they went with the license to win the series. That's what I was talking about yesterday. They went with that license to go, and they had to fall back upon the middle order, and the middle order played very sensibly today. They managed the middle overs. I see they scored 66 runs in the middle overs, which is like the ideal is 70, so they almost got 70. So that's a beautiful job done. And in the death overs, obviously Hardik Pandya doing what Hardik Pandya always does, hitting those big sixes. And this ground had actually longer boundaries on the square side, so I think some unwise shots by Sanju Samson because he could have waited for it to play straight. And Hardik Pandya actually made the most of it. He took on the straight boundary, which was very intelligent thing to do. Except for one pull shot that he played over the mid-wicket boundary, rest all the shots were played straight down the
Straight down
wicket.
the
So
count. Yeah.
he showed his experience and intelligence to navigate the death overs brilliantly.
Yeah, well said, man. But I think England will be very disappointed because they were in control of the chase somehow, especially when that partnership was happening between Bethel and Harry Brook. England then lost, I think, from wicket 4 to wicket 7, they lost 3 wickets in within like just span of 7 deliveries. And I think that's where the match changed. But still, man, the guy Jamie Overton could have been a hero just before the IPL. He could have really hyped up. But he got so nervous, like he was not taking singles to Adil Rashid in the 19th over. He completely messed up the chase at that point. But Shikhar, last 2 overs, 25 runs were needed. So England was still there in the match. But Jamie Overton just couldn't finish.
No,
So,
with Arshdeep, I was sure it was even if they had like last over 11, 12 runs, I would have backed
Wow.
Arshdeep. He's such a great bowler, death bowler in my in my opinion that he could have defended those. So England never had a chance once India hit 180. Rightly said by Karthik, I think we got an over par score. For
No,
England,
no, no,
that is
no. We got an under par score.
No, no, no.
I said
Oh,
something
no,
he's
no,
saying
else.
for England. He's saying for England.
for England, for
Ah, okay.
England. I think it was an over par score.
Come on,
So
man.
based on the
They have such
opposition,
dangerous strikers. How can you say that?
if it was a different opposition, because it's England, man, how they are. They
They
lose
lose wickets in
everything.
clusters. That's a problem.
They
No, I
lose
think
matches.
no,
See that.
I was really worried for Harry Brook. I think he didn't come good in this series. So I was actually worried that this guy will play an innings in the last two games. And he did so. He made 51 of 25 before he got out. And I think he had a Misbah-ul-Haq moment. That's how I would like to call it. It's just not needed. Again, that's where I think the smarts, you know, two extremes, right? Harry Brook had scored already enough boundaries and he took on Varun Chakravarti with a cheeky shot, got out. Hardik Pandya was banking on Dube to smash Adil Rashid because that was our formula today. Dube smashed
Mm,
Adil Rashid. Hardik Pandya just played him out calmly. He knew his moment
mm,
would come and then he took on the Pacers. So I think two extremes, it worked in our
mm,
favor.
mm.
Yeah. And I think we might see some
Dube,
changes now that India has won the series. Hopefully, other players
But
also get to play.
so yeah, I do agree with. I have not seen the game, but Brook also got a 50 of some 24 balls.
Yeah, yeah.
I
25
mean,
balls.
first,
Yeah.
okay, so then that's a great knock. I mean, yeah, England somehow always fall short. I don't understand what happens to them. So they were comfortable. It
No,
seems they
Brooks
were.
should have finished the game, Shikhar. Yeah, I mean, 50 was not good
No, but
enough.
actually, I think we should talk about the concussion substitute here. I think that's the
Oh,
elephant in
that's,
the
yeah,
room.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's one thing we missed.
See,
What is
I'll tell
that?
you
I don't
something.
even. Uh,
I think we sort of veered away from that topic. I'll have to tell you my opinion. That is absolute bullshit. Whatever happened today, that should not be allowed. I mean, in no terms
So,
does
Karthik, can you
Harshit
remind me
Rana
and the
fit in as
viewers
a.
again what happened? Because I actually missed that phase. So, I understood that he was replaced for not like to like player, right? That's what happened.
So Shivam Dube got hit by a Jamie Overton bouncer, which was over 140 clicks, flush on the helmet. And Shivam Dube carried on batting because the initial concussion test was was uh, was positive for India. There was no issues. But I believe after he had gone back to the dressing room, he may have had some symptoms, and India had applied for the concussion substitute. Now there were two players obviously there that were being considered. The only option that should have been granted was Ramandeep Singh because I believe he's the closest to Shivam Dube in terms of like for like replacement. But looks clearly like the match referee got this one wrong, and the Indian umpires also probably
And
got
this
this
is
one wrong.
a very subjective part of our game, Karthik. What is exactly like for like, it has not been defined. So it is very
No,
open to
no.
interpretation and.
So not really. I mean, I don't agree in this case. See, Harshit Rana bowls above 140 clicks. He is a fast bowler. Yes, he comes late down the order, but he's no way an all-rounder. Number one. It's like saying Dude, then you can use every concussion substitute as an impact sub, man. It's ridiculous. I mean,
Once
I can
India
have
also used, Karthik, if I remember, there was a T20I in Australia. India used
Yuzi
Yuzvendra Chahal
Chahal.
for Ravindra Jadeja. So that was
That's
also not
still,
like to like it.
so I'll tell you something. It's not like for like, but when you look at, okay, if you look at the rule, there is some clarity. Number one, it has to be a like for like player as much as possible. And the umpire must make sure that the player who's coming in should not provide an undue advantage to the side for the remainder of the game. This is the exact phrasing. Okay. Now, in the case of Yuzi Chahal for Ravindra Jadeja, Jadeja can bowl 3 or 4 overs definitely in an innings. Yuzi Chahal bowling 3 or 4 overs is not an undue advantage. Shivam Dube in nobody's book bowls 4 overs on this kind of a road in Pune. There's just no possibility he'll go for 60 runs if he bowls 4 overs. Harshit Rana comes on, he can definitely bowl 4 overs. And okay, I can still understand this if India did not have any other player in the squad who could bowl. Like assume all the players in the squad were only batters, right? Then I completely agree that the match referee would have had this out of his hands. He should allow somebody who bowls. But we had Ramandeep Singh, who was the closest like for like replacement. So I mean, there is absolutely no doubt about this. Harshit Rana bowled a ball at 151 kilometers per hour today. Uh, okay, so and his average speed was above 140 clicks, apart from the slower balls that he bowled today. So if you're telling me that there is no way to determine, then I think the concussion rules sub rule should be abolished, in my opinion. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and
This
Gigi's
cannot be
likeness for Harshit
accepted.
Rana, I'm sure in the next T20 World Cup will play Bumrah, Harshit Rana, and Arshdeep.
No, I really like Harshit Rana, man. I like him. He's got energy. He's young. He's quick.
Yeah.
He's a unit. I like him. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't care what Gigi thinks
And,
of him, but
Yeah, he's
I
not
think
as
he
fast as
was
Mayank Yadav,
phenomenal.
but he has done
He
well
was
staying
phenomenal
fit
in the
and bowling.
IPL, Pratik. He was
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
phenomenal.
We loved him, yeah.
And he
We loved
bowled with a
him.
lot of fire. He bowled with a lot of fire. Uh, the only thing, even in the first test in Perth, he was brilliant. Like he wiped off the tail. He took some crucial wickets.
that
It was
that
a very good
debut
debut.
wicket, that maiden
It was
wicket
a
of
very good
Travis
debut.
Headman.
Oh, yeah, man. Who can forget
Mm.
that?
Ah, that
It was
maiden
a
wicket
very
of,
good
no,
debut.
I
Let's not forget that. Mm.
I love Harshit Rana. I think he should be given more opportunities, especially white ball, because I believe we don't have, apart from Bumrah and Arshdeep, I don't think we have a third good white ball bowler. Shami does not. Shami is a good new ball bowler with the white ball, but in the back end and in the middle, I have my doubts with Shami.
No, Shami
So
is class apart, but I agree because he's 35 now. We should look beyond. Shami should only play
no,
Test
but not
cricket.
white ball, yeah. Shami was never part of our T20, I mean, team
Yeah,
that
yeah.
really did well.
Yeah, T20
Okay,
he's
so
he's not that good. Yeah, T20
ODI
he can run
still
sometimes.
ODI still is a long enough format for him to
No,
impact.
ODI
Maybe he can
also he
bowl
should
five
retire
overs.
after Champions Trophy because he should just focus on the test game now. One format should be enough for a
I
35-year-old.
agree. So Harshit Rana, I think definitely is next in line when it comes to white ball. I don't think we have any other bowler who
Yeah, Mayank Yadav is
is.
not staying fit. That's the problem. Like team was very much interested in trying him out. If he
Mayank
doesn't
Yadav is
stay.
going to take a while, man. I think we should not rush him in. I think he needs enough conditioning before he can come back. Because clearly he can't take the load of bowling 150 clicks. So I mean he was injured and he's now injured for I don't know some indefinite period.
But we and the
There's
selectors
some
will be confused again after IPL, Karthik. We know there will be some breakthrough performance from some young Indian fast bowlers. We actually saw one today from Himanshu Sagwan who cartwheels Kohli's off stump for a walk. Man, what a delivery! So a lot of exciting things happening. Even
no,
though
it wasn't a great ball, it was just a disrespectful shot. Very disrespectful, and Kohli got what he deserved. Um, I
Mm.
mean, those conditions, I was watching the game. This is early morning in Delhi. The ball is moving all over the place. Yes, Dhul, who's a fine player, got wrongly given out, but he was struggling for a while. Kohli comes in like bloody, he's in top form and he's all among the runs and he's like, I will smash the shit out of this. That screams of disrespect. And I
Mm.
think he got what he deserved.
Mm.
Virat Kohli, if he goes back to domestic cricket today, I'm telling you, by the weight of runs, he cannot make it back to the test side.
Yeah. But yeah,
By the
coming back
weight
to
of
my point,
fans.
yeah, after the IPL, we'll be very confused, man, because there is Prasidh Krishna, there is Mohsin Khan, and there will be two, three new talents that will come up.
Yes,
Uh,
yes,
mm,
absolutely. No, Mohsin Khan, I really wanted to be in the mix actually, but I believe he had a very long injury. He only
yeah.
plays IPL and then gets injured, I believe.
Mm.
Not
He
much.
missed
I'm
one IPL
excited to
also.
see this guy Yudhvir Charak. Actually, I'm excited to see him in IPL. He's going to play for Rajasthan Royals, Jammu and Kashmir Pacer. So I'm actually, I think he's a fine talent. He played for LSG before also, Lucknow Super Giants, but he got
Is he
a
quick?
few
And
games only.
I'm hoping we'll see a fast left armor for India because Arshdeep and Yash Dayal pace is slow, so that's a problem. Like I want to see a 145 km per hour bowling
No, is
left
this
armor.
Charak quick? Is this Yudhvir Charak quick? Shikhar, I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
seen him.
he's nippy. He's nippy and skiddy kind of bowler. Yeah, he's quick. He's quick. He's a big guy, very tall, and he can get that bounce out of the surface. I think he troubled Rohit and Yashasvi a lot also
Oh
in
yeah,
that
yeah, in that
BKC
J
cup.
and K team, right? Yeah, man. By the way,
Hmm.
hats off to
Oh,
all our
Yudhvir Singh,
domestic players.
yeah,
They have
Yudhvir
stepped
Singh,
up the
I've seen
Ranji
him.
this time.
Yudhvir Singh Charak. His full name is
Yudhvir
Yes.
Yudhvir
Singh,
Singh
yeah,
Charak.
yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
him,
yeah.
I've seen him,
Remember, man? Yeah,
Hmm.
J and K one. Yeah, J and K guy.
He
Yes.
is
I've
playing for
seen him.
LSG also. Lucknow Super Giants. He was playing along with Mohsin and there was Darshan Nalkande or someone.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
that guy Yash Thakur. Yash Thakur. He was
Yash
playing along
Thakur
with
is
Yash.
good, yeah.
Hmm.
No, I think I'll just pray for Mayank Yadav to come, man. He's a special talent. I mean, he's not
Hmm.
just pace. I mean, he's not Umran Malik, who's
Yeah.
just all pace but no control.
No country.
He's,
Zero
I
country.
think he's got the best.
Karthik, I want to know your opinion on Sanju Samson. But see,
Shikhar,
I'm a
luckily
fan
you'll
of
join
him.
late because we did discuss about him and bash him.
No, no, but I know he's to be bashed, and yeah,
No, no,
rightly
no,
so.
no. I
Uh,
disagree. He should not be bashed. See, this
no,
is
no, I just want to
in
ask
T20
you.
cricket. Yeah,
Uh, I
in
just wanted to
T20
ask
cricket.
you, what do you think, what happened? See, he's still having great stats, right?
See,
He's
I'll
still
tell you.
having great stats. He just scored 300s in a very short period of time.
Uh,
Many of the greats who are playing the game even after 5 or 10 years opening the batting have not scored 300s. He has done it. Yeah, there are a lot of good things, but do you think he just crumbled under a mental and a
no, no,
strategic pressure
no.
applied?
Shikhar,
I think
before Karthik starts, my 2 cents, he's just too selfless. Like today, if it was any other cricketer, he should have just thought कि यार मैं तो 10 बॉल पहले निकालूंगा अपना थोड़ा सा momentum लूंगा. But he's always
Hmm.
thinking of giving good starts to India. बेचारा इसके लिए
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
failed.
That no, he's the most selfless player. I know that.
But yeah,
That I
let
know that
Karthik
he.
reply.
Yeah, yeah.
no. I think I agree with you. I think he's high on intent and he's always thinking team, which I love about him.
Hmm.
The I don't think he should be lambasted. I think see T20 cricket में ये सब होता है
Hmm.
यार. You
Ah,
know,
right,
you
right.
don't have everybody can't click
Hmm.
every game or every series. One series will be
Hmm.
one by one player. See, this series has been one game Tilak
Hmm.
Verma, one game Abhishek Sharma, one game Hardik Pandya. You know,
Hmm.
every game and every
Shivam
game
Dube
there's a different
came like
hero.
a joker out of the pack. He came and he saw and he conquered, man. He
Who?
came like a
Shivam Dube.
joker.
Yeah, yeah. Who?
I mean, he was not even expected to play this series, and we were all wondering why he was ignored also
No, no. I
because he
think
was.
he's included specifically to combat Adil Rashid. Nobody was able to take him on this whole
Hmm.
series. It's Shivam Dube who
Hmm.
smashed him. And that's why he was taken to West Indies also for T20 World Cup, and
Hmm.
that's why he was
Hmm.
backed. So I think kudos to the management. It's great selection. Just
Hmm. Hmm.
typically for those middle over Shikhar that you were alluding to, right? Where Adil Rashid
Hmm.
dominates. We
Hmm.
didn't allow him to dominate because Hardik
Hmm.
was just playing him out. Hardik didn't take a single chance against
Hmm.
this guy, and we still
Hmm.
smacked him for 35 runs. So
And
no,
I
I
think
think coming back
Rashid had
to
two
Sanju,
back-to-back games where he had considered 4 overs 15. He had
yeah,
just
yeah,
two
yeah.
back-to-back games. He was phenomenal.
Rashid is a world-class bowler. I
Hmm.
think Adil Rashid, we did the right thing by getting in Dube. I think if
Hmm.
Dube stays in when
Hmm.
Rashid is bowling 2 or 3 overs, expect 30 runs
Hmm.
to come of them. And now England
Hmm.
will have lots to think about. So I really
Hmm.
like. I mean, Dube is just so strong off spin, man. I mean, he's
Hmm.
unmatched against spin. Too much power.
Hmm.
Like if he
Hmm.
gets any decent bat on the ball, it's out of the ground.
Hmm.
So uh, again, going back to your question on Sanju, I think I really like him.
Hmm.
My only concern with him was, hey, don't have your ego get the better of you. Sanju Samson shot is the pull shot. In South
Hmm.
Africa, he nailed a lot of pull shots. He normally nails pull shots. He's not
Hmm.
got a problem with the short ball like many people think. But that said, you have to respect the fact that the opposition bowlers are quick. They're bowling into your body. They have a plan. If you're not able to nail the pull shot in a particular series for whatever reason, why continue playing the same shot? Rotate the strike. Maybe this was the game for him to not attack those balls and bide his time. Maybe he should have attacked after 4 overs when the line of attack would have changed, right? So it's not always the same template, in my opinion.
But
Abhishek
can in
Sharma was
modern
still getting runs.
T20 game, can you afford an opener
No, he
who
should
doesn't
rotate
attack?
strike. He should rotate
Hmm.
strike. You know, See, by not attacking or by attacking, the guy is not getting us any runs. His strike rate is even lower. When you're not middling the ball, you're able to see that you're not able to middle the pull shot. Ball is too quick for you, especially Jofra Archer, who has this unique. See, Jofra Archer is so unique. He runs very straight lines. No
Hmm.
fast bowler runs as straight in as Jofra Archer. So when he runs so straight, he doesn't give you any angle to work with, Shikhar.
And how does he
And the
generate so
ball
much pace with bowling, with running so slow?
running
Oh
so
my,
straight.
yeah.
That is the most amazing thing about Jofra Archer.
Abhinav has
To be
also
able to
joined.
run straight,
Hmm.
Yeah.
to be able to run straight and still generate that pace, right?
Yeah.
I think
Sorry,
is
we just have few
incredible.
minutes, guys. Sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt.
yeah,
I
yeah,
also
carry
want
on.
to take
Yeah,
Abhinav's reaction on today's win and the series win today that India has achieved. Abhinav. O- Okay, let's continue.
no worries. So,
It's okay. It's okay, Pratik. I think we've had a good conversation today.
yeah,
Let's meet up. I think I'm always delighted to have Karthik. So I also get to learn a lot from his thoughts. But and congratulations to all the Indian fans because this series was not easy. It should have been
my
easy.
only regret is Shikhar didn't get to see this Hardik innings live, man. साले तू बाहर आ मैं तेरे से बात करता हूँ.
I comment on the match. Okay, I am not a
नहीं
journalist
नहीं तेरे को
commenter.
सारे बॉल देखता है तू.
आज
आज
धागा
नहीं
खोल
देखा
दिया.
तूने मैच.
अरे मेरे को सैलरी रिलीज करना होता है एम्प्लॉइज का
धागा खोल दिया भाई
25th
हार्दिक ने आज.
को वही प्रॉब्लम है नहीं तो आई डोंट एवर मिस अ मैच बट मैं मेरा कमेंट व्हाट कार्तिक व्हाट आई विल से इज माय कमेंट वाज स्पेसिफिक टू दैट मैच इवन इफ यू रीड गो थ्रू माय टेक्स्ट most of them are specific to that match and
अरे तूने
still I
पहले भी बोला कि हार्दिक शुड बी ड्रॉप्ड यार. तू क्या बात कर रहा है यार? ऐसे मत बोल.
Hardik should
तू
be dropped from Champions Trophy. I said Champions Trophy.
अरे
So
क्या
I
ही
said
बात कर रहा है यार? कम ऑन.
no. So from
को
Champions Trophy
कौन
I said.
कौन लेगा यार? चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में तो तेरे को 10 ओवर डालने हैं. ये तो 4 ओवर
10 ओवर
है.
थोड़ी 10 ओवर थोड़ी डालेगा हार्दिक पांड्या
हाँ,
10
अरे
ओवर
10 तो नहीं
भाई
डालेगा
डाला.
सात 7-8 ओवर तो